I hoped you wouldn't make it this far. But I see General Le Guin is no longer with you, which tilts the odds in my favor. If you value your lives, you will put down your weapons and surrender.
You're the ones who need to surrender. We know exactly what you're after now. You want the same thing as the soldiers who tried to pull off a coup in the capital.
You must already know that their plan failed and they were arrested. Yet here you are, subjecting Nord to the very same indignity.
Don't tell me you seriously think you can pull off a coup on your own.
Oh, but I do. For we have the support of the Supreme Leader himself. Had we defeated the loathsome Republic in the war, we could have brought unity and peace everlasting to all the continent. Yet our leaders threw away that chance, knelt before our enemies, and cast aside arms forged by our countrymen's blood. Erebonia is walking the road to ruin. Only one chance remains to correct our course.
And you'd take the wheel?
No, you will, Your Highness. The Crown Prince is missing, your father has effectively become a recluse, and your sister is a mere puppet, useless, one and all. But not you. You overcame death aboard this very ship, and ever seek to better the Empire. You would be a fitting symbol of its rebirth. If you and this ship join the Supreme Leader's ranks, our countrymen would be sure to support the United Nation. Then the Empire can take its place as the center of the continent once more, for all eternity. Only that will bring true prosperity to Zemuria.
I don't...
Your insolence toward the Imperial family is galling, but your egotistical ramblings are no easier to stomach. You honestly thought to hand His Highness and his wife to terrorists over such foolish delusions of grandeur?
To say nothing of using the Highlands to try and reignite the fires of war. Your crimes are unforgivable.
You aren't seeing the big picture. We and the Supreme Leader aren't thinking only of the Empire. Our eyes are on the future of the continent as a whole. Compared to such a grand cause, the welfare of royalty in backwater regions like this are insignificant, irrelevant. Why can you not understand that?
Can you even hear yourself?
An eerie mana is filling them to the brim. I'm sure they've been brainwashed in the same manner as Crossbell's people. But it was still their decision to blindly follow this destructive course instead of facing reality.
Leaving them ripe for manipulation. All right. Listen to me. If you don't overturn your thinking, you'll never be able to move forward.
What?
So much was lost during and because of that war. The National Mobilization Law placed a heavy burden on our people. Many lives were lost, and those who lived will remain forever scarred. While I escaped with my life, I did lose the original courageous. As well as my brother, who I'd hoped to entrust with this nation's future.
Your Highness.
But those losses paved the way for boons we could not have acquired otherwise. And I gained much, a new pair of wings to fly, friends from many nations, my beloved wife, and a new generation of life. I'm also convinced my brother wasn't just running away from his mistakes. He chose his new path in order to move forward. As long as we do not turn our eyes from what we have lost, and let those losses guide us ever onward, and we will not have truly lost anything. Or at least that is what I believe. If your hearts are too twisted for you to turn a critical eye to what you've done, then I will stop you. I have to. As one of the Imperial family, and a son of Erebonia.
You think you can stop us? Then try it!
We're going to back him up with everything we've got. Right!
Not even His Highness can stop us now!
May you rest in peace.
Perfect chance! Let's go! Roaring winds! Sweep them away! Now!
This one's mine!
Let's go!
cake!
Down! I'll see this!
Bring it on. Searing bolt! Bring it on. I'll shred you.
Very well. Spark is done.
Let's go!
Fierce as fire! Blazing sword!
Let's go! It's down!
This one's mine!
I'm up!
This isn't...
You're only delaying the inevitable.
I shall prepare a glittering stage. Gather above me, great Septian power! Erupt! Akashic Star! Enjoy the show?
This isn't...
Calling the shots.
I'm up! Roar!
Bring it on.
Let's go!
Now!
This one's mine!
Very well.
It's down!
Bring it on.
This can't be!
Let's move on.
Nice! That'll do it!
I need to keep getting better.
Woohoo! I did it!
I only get cuter as I level up.
Damn you!
Wait!
You're not getting away!
It's over for you, Colonel Dalton.
You're going to tell us everything you know. Now.
I'm not telling you anything, and this is not over! Surround the Courageous Two! Yes, sir!
Airships? Were they standing by this whole time?
Damn it! Now I know why there were surprisingly few people on board.
Now who has the upper hand? You might be strong, but you don't stand a chance against an entire armored division.
This does look bad.
Don't give up. Even if we have to barricade our...
What?
We're under attack!
Do they not care that their fellow soldiers are on board?
Just what is happening?
This isn't you?
This is the airborne unit! Please respond! The unmanned tanks we had standing by are assembling and have begun to
I've deployed a shield for now.
Well, that's enough as a temporary measure, but that won't work forever.
Just what is going on here?
Wait, did the Supreme Leader intend for this to happen from the very beginning? That's it for all of us! We're doomed!
Can we escape aboard the ship, Your Highness?
ADO's willing, but I'm not sure we'll be ready in time. All we can do is hurry.
This is bad.
We won't be able to resist a concentrated attack from this many tanks for very long.
That voice was... That was Mueller.
Sorry for the delay. I managed to steal a unit from Zendergate. I know you're in there, Olivier. Get the ship ready for takeoff. And don't you even think of dying. Because I have some choice words for you.
I wouldn't dream of it, dear friend.
The delivery is complete, General. The enemy has more reinforcements on the way. Don't stay in the fray for too long.
Please be careful, and keep Olivier and the others safe.
Understood. We'll meet you at the rendezvous point later. To think, it took all these years after following in your footsteps for us to fight side by side. I'd best see you put your interpretation of our master's righteous witness to good use.
I can't imagine the strongest swordswoman in the Empire would have much to learn from my unpolished swordplay. But I'm glad to have you watching my back. Together, we shall overcome these foes.
More of the Republic's weaponry is on the move?
Indeed. I confirmed it as I was analyzing the projection device. Every one of their tanks and airships at the base started acting independently. It was chaos from there. Most of these left to gather at Nord's northeastern border.
The 23rd Armored Division's tanks, airships, and soldats have started doing the same thing. Forces hidden throughout the Highlands started convening at Zender Gate after they had attacked the Courageous Two. There can only be one possible reason for this remotely operated show.
They're planning to stage a skirmish between the two armies much bigger than the one earlier, and use it as an excuse to restart the war.
This can't be happening.
But something doesn't seem right here. Restarting the war was the 23rd Armored Division's goal, not the Supreme Leader's.
I agree. I think it's safe to assume that he is involved in all of this. But what's happening here doesn't seem to logically connect with him taking over Crossbell and starting a united nation.
I honestly don't think I'd put anything past him at this point.
We just don't have enough information to say for sure what's going on right now. If only I had my artifact. That would make it easier to communicate with those not currently with us.
The sonorous seashell would be very useful here. Do you suppose the Supreme Leader has hold of it now?
If anything, I'd imagine they were more interested in that than Olivier or the Courageous Two. It appears the division wasn't informed of what happened to it after the Defense Force seized it either.
It sounds like we were just being used to camouflage their true intentions, which just makes all of this even more frustrating.
I feel terrible for not being able to keep it safe after the Church was good enough to turn a blind eye to me having it.
You can't blame yourself for this, Your Highness. Let's turn it being taken into a positive. We know the seashell makes it possible to communicate over any distance. If we assume it's being used to help control weaponry remotely, our mysteries suddenly aren't quite so mysterious.
Quite. That would certainly explain how they can remotely control even the tanks from Colvard's base. I would assume they're using a device somewhere in the Highlands.
If so, then our next move is clear.
Yeah. We need to find the remote control device behind this and destroy it. That's the only way we can prevent this situation from getting any worse.
Then please, let us help you.
I can't fight, but I at least know the lay of the land.
Oh, Toma. Sheeta.
Do the two of you understand just how dangerous what you're proposing is?
Yes. We know that a war might be about to start.
But all of this is happening in our home. It's our problem. We don't want to sit on the sidelines while everyone else risks their lives to help us. We want to be why Lily, Mom, and Charles are safe from harm.
Please just be careful. You're both the best.
They really are.
I won't lie. I'm a little scared. But I don't want to sit here cowering. Let us put those nerves to use. Please!
They've really grown, huh?
That they have. I feel genuinely proud to know them.
Alright. I'll admit that we need all the help we can get, so we'll be happy to have you backing us up. But promise me that you won't willingly put yourselves in more danger than you have to.
We won't!
We promise!
Well, now that that's settled, we need to start deciding who's going to do what. Those tanks could start attacking at any time. At least some of us are gonna need to be ready to stop them.
I agree. Time is of the essence. Let's get to work.
All right, we're good to go.
Operation preparations are complete. Report on your individual statuses.
I'm in position in the Southern Highlands.
The Courageous 2 is also in position.
It's almost time.
Is everyone in the Northeast ready?
Yes, we're also in position. Gaius, Emma, can you get us started?
Of course.
Replenishing mana.
That's definitely the most suspicious spot in the Southern Highlands.
A soldier from the division mentioned the area was sealed off due to fallen rocks, but thinking about it now, there's an animal trail nearby that will allow us to approach unnoticed. I'll tell you where to go.
Thanks. You're a doll.
My brother investigated the ancient quarry in Lake Lacrima the other day. There are only so many places in Nord to conceal something like this. So if we rule those out, one conspicuous spot remains.
You're right. And that's where we'll...
What was that? It made me think of a wounded beast.
I can feel something murderous in the air.
The Empire's tanks have begun their advance.
I've confirmed the same on the Colvardian side. A significant number of airships are also inbound.
Here we go.
What a rabble of soulless lumps. Is this all the challenge they can afford?
Right. If I can keep this up.
Kurt, we're ready.
Go ahead and fall back.
Barrier successfully deployed. It looks like it's going to hold.
The northeastern point is secured. Can we leave the airships to you?
Certainly.
Is this it, Professor?
The orbal waves confirm that you're in the right place. The device is there for sure.
Who is that?
Oh, we found what we came for. Can you return to the settlement and start evacuating everyone? I'll see that the device is disabled. Go.
All right. Good luck, Reen. May the blessings of the winds and the goddess be with you.
You may not be the real Arios, but your skill with the sword is on par with the Divine Blades. That's all the more reason I can't let you sully his name or the integrity of the 8-Leaf School any further. As a master of the 7th form, and a fellow swordsman of the same rank, I'm going to put an end to this. Schwarzer.
You shall fall to my blade, Schwarzer.
I'm up! Cut through! Let's go! Fierce as fire! Blazing swarm! It's my turn! Cut through! It's my turn! It's my turn! Crimson Flash! Let's go! Cut through! Let's go! Let's go! Hold out! Black Tonic! Let's go! Roar! Healing Strike! It's my turn!
Cut through! Winds, envelop me with strength.
It's my turn!
Cut through!
I'm up!
Crimson Slash! Here I go! Take this! Heal it all!
It's my turn!
Yeah!
It's my turn!
Fiercest fire! Blazing swarm!
It's my turn!
Ha! Gotcha!
My mind is clear. My blade empty.
Now! Glinting slash! Straight lead!
I can't lose. It's my turn!
Hold out! Black Tortoise!
I'm up!
Roar! Healing strike!
Let's go!
Roar! Healing strike!
My mind is clear. My blade empty.
Now! Glinting slash! Straight lead!
Sure, sir. I can't afford to lose. Second form. Impressive. Damn it. I know that wasn't the real Arios. And yet, just what are the Supreme Leader and his allies thinking? No. I don't have time to be speculating right now. I've secured the device, Professor.
About time. Hurry up and show me what it looks like. It appears to have the same basic structure as the device on the watchtower. We need to start disabling it at once. Follow my instructions to the letter.
Yes, sir. They stopped.
Success!
Good. Reen and the professor must have found it.
I would have preferred some exercise, but it's good that it's over.
Looks like we made it in time.
Reporting in, Your Highness. I've disabled the remote control device. Did that do what we hoped?
All Colvardian units in the northeast have ceased to function.
The same is true for the Erebonian units in the south.
Then the operation was a success. Well done, everyone!
Thank Adios!
We really did it!
To say I'm relieved would be underselling it.
As if there was any other possible outcome with me involved.
I honestly feared the worst at one point. But you did it, guys.
Is something wrong, Muse?
It's just, I feel like we're missing something.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry. I'm having trouble putting my thoughts into words. But
Everyone here is well aware of your keen intellect. Even if you can't articulate it cleanly, whatever insight you can provide would be extremely valuable. Please, go on.
think back to the attempted coup in the capital. I think you'll agree that it didn't exactly seem meticulously planned. The same is true here in the Highlands. This was a highly inelegant brute force approach to restarting the war. Neither operation feels like a plan that the Supreme Leader would orchestrate.
That's true.
I think it's safe to assume that he's behind everything happening. Even so,
why would someone so precise act so sloppily?
Ever since he crashed the signing ceremony, every move he's made has been flawless, almost eerily so. All evidence still points to him being a fraud, but that doesn't make him the lesser strategist. If anything, he's proven himself to be better. That leads me to believe he intended to dispose of the military elements we've been facing from the start. Meaning, our actions are suiting his needs by taking them out of the picture.
Hold on a second. If all you're saying is true, then our victory here was exactly what the Supreme Leader wanted to happen all along?
Unbelievable.
that can't be right.
Then what's his next move? The game isn't over yet. We still have time to turn this in our favor.
But how?
What more can we do at this point?
The device is disabled, taking away the only means to remotely control those tanks. And it wouldn't make sense to have a spare. If the Supreme Leader intended us to fall for this ploy, then his goal lies elsewhere. That leaves 19 possibilities. No. None of them fit. There has to be one play, a single move that brings this game to a stunning conclusion.
Your Highness, everyone!
What's wrong, Instructor?
Your expression is grave.
You'll understand when I tell you what we found at the Stone Circle. Everyone needs to evacuate now. There's a railway gun here that's about to fire.
A railway gun? How?
There was a projection device just like the one at the watchtower here, too. The second the remote control device was disabled, it turned off, and the gun started preparing to fire. Even worse, its target has been preset as the Highlands settlement.
No! What? All of that was pre-programmed?
That has to be the case. Firing that gun was likely his true aim all along. But why did he choose the settlement as his target?
There are still people there!
Can't you stop it, Instructor?
I've tried, but the control room is locked, and I can't force my way inside. The firing sequence has already begun. Our only option is to start evacuating people from the settlement.
Thoma's getting horses ready as fast as he can, but...
There's no way to outrun the blast from an 80-reed shell. It's too late.
No! Lily! Mom!
All we can do is what we can, but we can't afford to give up.
We're on our way. Sarah, just get out of there for now.
too late to save them? No, I can't let them die. Is there nothing I can do? If only he were here. If I could just reach out. If only I had the strength. What? To me! Seriously, this! Stop!
I'm so sorry, my love.
We're saved? Why is that here?
What's happening?
Get up, Schwarzer!
What is...
White Knight?
That looks just like...
Mueller, retreat! We're going down!
Be calm!
I'll support you with my magic. Don't lose your nerve now, Prince.
Roselia!
Prepare for an emergency landing!
No! Who are...
This has to be a joke. Kurt!
Principal Le Guin.
Are you all right? You'll do no more harm.
I see my chance for a real fight has finally come.
It's gone.
You okay, Reen?
Instructor.
Lily! Toma!
Sheeta. Thank you, Dios.
I was so scared!
That was nothing short of a miracle.
My head is spinning.
Instructor!
You all right in there?
We'll get you out, right?
Instructor?
Your hair and your eye.
I'm so glad you're okay. I've missed you so much.
Rain. Are you in pain?
No. I'm fine. I just feel so sad somehow, but also so happy that I could cry.